Hello, everybody. Evan Rogers of Evan Rogers Law PC. Let me take off the glasses. So, I am an attorney in New York City in the Bronx, and I do many housing court cases. And we have a government right now, God help us, that is being run by absolute lunatics. And if you're a lunatic and you're in government, you want to call me out on it, go ahead. I challenge you to a debate anytime you want. First, they started with what they call the Tenant Protection Act. The Tenant Protection Act really should have been called, how are we going to screw over every landlord in the city of New York and in the state of New York? And they've been doing a really good job on us ever since Cuomo passed this in June of 2019. He moved the notice period for tenants from 30 days all the way up to 90 days. Tenants been there for a couple of years. So, of course, you serve your tenant with a notice, and the first thing they're going to do is they're going to stop paying you, and now you have to wait 3 months plus before you can start a case, and probably another 4, 5, 6 months before you get a trial. Thank you very much, Governor Cuomo, and Governor Hochul's even worse. Now the lunatics are proposing a brand new bill. They call it a four-cause eviction, or words to that effect, bill. So let's say you are a owner of a two-family house in anywhere in New York State, and you're tired of being a landlord because it takes you forever to get somebody out or to get your money. And you're saying, you know what, the hell with this. I want to move down to Florida or Texas or North Carolina, anywhere but New York. Well, if they have their way, and you found yourself a buyer, whoa, stop. No, you can't sell to that person anymore. You have to offer your deadbeat tenant, or even a non-deadbeat tenant, you have to give them the right to buy your house at the same price. Right? I mean, why? Who comes up with this crap? And not only that, there are further provisions in the law that they can get another 120 days to see if they can get someone to help them out with the loan. You have to even register with DHCR, which is the most draconian possible organization you can. They're the ones that run rent control. So if anybody watching has a 6 or more family building, you're probably screaming, running around the house hearing about this. But what am I going to tell you? So what's the upshot? The upshot is everybody who lives in New York State has an assembly person representing them. Look it up. Everybody has a state senator representing them. Look it up. We have this thing called Google. You can even use your phone, just talk into your phone. Who's my representative? They'll tell you. And send them emails and say, for crying out Christmas, do not under any circumstances allow this bill to get out of committee to be voted on. And because if you do, I will vote against you. I will make it my life mission to vote against you. Because let's face it, what's the only thing that people who are elected to office really care about? Correct. It's being reelected. So everybody who's watching, if you're a landlord, you have to defeat this bill because when you bought your house, what was the American dream? I have so many clients. I must have 300 clients who are immigrants, first, second generation, coming from communist countries especially. And their heads are spinning around like in an Exorcist movie right now. And the American dream was you bought a 2 or 3 family house, so the tenant would help you pay the mortgage. And when you retired, there's your pension. It's a beautiful plan. It worked for over 100 years, but not in the state of New York. The communists are killing it. They call themselves Democrats. They're not. They're communists, because the goal of communism is the abolition of private ownership. I mean, you can look it up. It's not a secret. Karl Marx talked about it. Lenin talked about it. Stalin talked about it. It's not a secret. So please, if you own a house and you are a landlord, look up who is your assembly person. Look up who's your senator, and start emailing and writing them like once a day, once a week, whatever you have to do. This is really important. God bless everybody. Take care.